What can I do for you?
Here it is.
Just want to make sure you're ready.
Show me the money.
Show you the money. Show you the money. Show me the money. Show me the money!
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Week 18, Gamblers Anonymous. We have a guest today, Mr. Rupa. What's up, brother? How you doing? Happy Sunday morning.
Morning, brother. How are you?
Big weekend for very little. And very tough week for all of us gamblers out there. Title of the show today, it's a gamble. In fact, it is. Who's playing, who's not? Are we playing for pride? Are we playing for the playoffs? Or we just don't give a F? With that being said, Russ, what'd you think of the games last night?
Interesting games. I got to listen to both of them while I was burning a barn fire in the backyard.
Okay.
And, yeah, I mean Pittsburgh did their part, but even if they
Pittsburgh, Baltimore, right? Pittsburgh, Baltimore's last night. What's that?
Little music blaring there.
Oh yeah, I turned it down a little bit for you.
Like it. So yeah, Pittsburgh, but with JJ Watt going down, that could be a dilemma for them anyway, even if they had somewhat of hope for the postseason.
Yeah, you know what? We'll see what Pittsburgh does in the playoffs if they make the playoffs. I think if Jacksonville wins, they're out, or are they in? Do we know? Has that been determined yet?
They need Buffalo to lose or two other teams to lose, I believe.
Okay. All right. Hey, man, well, let's jump right into this. Russ, I'm going to read off the games today, the spreads, and the percentages. Where is the money going today? Helpful? Yes, maybe so, maybe no. I don't know. Let's go. Tampa Bay's at Carolina. Carolina getting 42% in favor of the home team. Cleveland at Cincinnati. Cincinnati getting 7.5 at home, 57% like the home squad there. Minnesota at Detroit. Minnesota needs this one. Detroit's -4. 49% are still in favor of Detroit. The Jets at New England. New England -2, 72% like the Pats. Win 16 straight. Let's see. Atlanta at New Orleans. New Orleans -3, 51% are in favor of the Saints. Jacksonville at Tennessee. Tennessee's getting 4 at home, 28% in favor of them. Seattle at Arizona +3, 66% are in favor of the Cardinals. Chicago at Green Bay -3, 26% like the Packers. Denver at Las Vegas -3, 56% like the Raiders. Kansas City at LA Chargers -3.5, 25% in favor of that home team. Fly Eagle Flyer at the G-Men +4.5, 68% like the 4.5 for the Giants. Carolina at San Francisco -4. LA Rams at San Francisco -4, 37% like the Niners. Dallas at Washington. Washington getting 13, 40% will take the points. And tonight, game of the night, Buffalo at Miami. A lot at stake here. 38% like the Finns, getting 3 points at home. There you have it, Ross. Anything jump out to you there?
Yes, I actually have a couple of those end of the season goofy bets because I actually think the Panthers might actually win and definitely cover the 4. And you're going to ask me why?
Why?
Because they can go out on a win. It'd be a glorious season, and it changes nothing for them. Only puts them to 3 wins, and they still get their pick.
Tampa Bay is at Carolina. Oh, man. I like it, Russ. You know what? And there are some people playing for something today. I believe the Bears, they're playing for pride. I believe the Raiders want to win. Obviously, Antonio Pierce. There's some rumors of Jim Harbaugh potentially coming into town. I feel like, he's a guy, a team that wants to win. Seattle. Gino's got some money on the line, Ross. I don't know if you knew that. $2 million extra in Gino's pocket today if the Seattle Seahawks beat the Arizona Cardinals. That's a big one. And obviously, Minnesota. Minnesota has to win today. They win, and they're in. So, some games are at stake. Let's jump right in and see what we got, Russ. Let's jump right in. I'm going to go to you first. Who is your lock of the week this week?
Well, my lock of the week is going to be the Bills. Mostert and Waddle being down, they only got to cover 3 points. They're on a roll, and I think they're going to make a charge through the playoffs. So the Bills over Miami -3 is going to be my lock of the week.
I like that. I like that. You know what? I'm going to go with the Vikings, Russ. My lock of the week this week is going to be Minnesota. I feel like they have to win, and they have a lot to play for. Detroit, are they going to play their starters? It seems like there may be some reports out there that are stating that the Lions are only going to play their starters for the first half. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens there. Ooh, good question by David Morrison. Can the Jets finally beat the Pats? Last time the Jets beat the Pats, Russ, do you know?
We might have been in elementary school. I don't know.
I Googled this because I knew there was a lot of games in a row. It's been a long time. December 27, 2015, that was the last time the Jets beat the New England Patriots. It was an overtime thriller. Fitzmagic threw a touchdown to Eric Decker. Blast from the past right there. To beat the Patriots 26-20. Today would be 16 weeks in a row, and I don't think Bill is going to want to let that go. So I am rhyming all day today, apparently. I am an M&M, but not at all.
Well, I'm going to back you up on that one, Ray, because I'm going to tell you that the win means nothing to the Patriots outside of a win at the end of the season. I think Monday morning, Bill Belichick is still your coach.
I hope so.
Mac Jones is signed to a USFL, or flag football team in some foreign country where he belongs.
Oh, God. Roll Tide, baby. Roll Tide. The answer to your question, Dave, is no, they cannot beat the Patriots. Not today and not next year. So, maybe some ayahuasca can help them. All right. So, what is Nodder like today? Nodder's money line. I don't know what his lock is, but I'm going to give him a lock, and I think he agrees with you, Russ. Oh, no, you do. You give me Nodder's pick.
Nodder.
Which one do you think is his lock?
Nodder's going with Nodder's going with the New England Patriots on the money line. Then he's got Detroit -3.5.
Okay.
He's got the Commanders +13.5, which I also took that.
Yep.
He has the Philadelphia Eagles on the money line, and he has the Buffalo Bills with the -3. If
-3.
I am going to say, because I've already chosen the Bills, I'm going to say that Nodder would probably take that Eagles money line without a doubt.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Philly got to figure it out. Crucial time of year for them. If they're going to get some momentum, no better time than the last week of the season. So, folks, if you just joined us for the first time, I got Mr. Russell joining us. He just gave Nodder's picks. Nodder on the year, he's 20 games over 500. He's absolutely been destroying it. He could not make it this morning. He is currently shoveling snow. If you don't know, here in New England, we got a whopping 2%. 2 inches. What a nor'easter we had. We might as well shut this down. Brian Mack, he's got some other stuff going on. I believe that he's maybe taking his kids sledding. So here we are, and I'm going to read Brian's picks. Brian likes Eagles, -4.5 today. He says that is his lock of the week. Eagles need a win and a Cowboys loss to secure a division title. Brian was 3-2 the last 2 weeks. Brian is 12 games over 500 on the season. What else does Brian like? Brian's saying, give me Cincinnati -7.5 versus the Browns. Not many people playing today out in Cleveland, apparently. He likes the Pats versus the Jets -1.5. Tough one to, I love the Pats today, too. Probably not a good sign for Brian. All right, Lions. He likes the Lions -3.5 versus the Vikings. Like I said, his lock is the Eagles, and he likes Green Bay -2.5 against the Chicago Bears. By the way, those are his Bears. He's going against his Bears this week. I'm not sure I agree with him on that one. I originally, Russell, had the Bears as one of my locks of the week, and I switched it. I said, you know what? I'm going to go Minnesota today. Minnesota for my lock of the week, getting 4. Obviously, they need a win to get in. I like the Patriots at -2. Number 16 in a row. Yo, what's up, Wood? Big shout out to my man, Ken Wood, for joining us this morning. Hope all is well, brother. Let's go. I like Seattle money line. Like I said earlier, Russ, Gino, $2 million bonus if Seattle makes the playoffs. So Seattle is in a must-win. They're at Arizona. The money line is -148. You're getting half your money, so it's not a bad pick. I also like the Bills. In agreement, that's 3 for 3 today with all of us liking the Bill. 3 out of 4. Liking the Bills -3. They're on fire, like you said, Russell. And last but not least, I'm going with the Raiders. And like I said before, Antonio Pierce, he wants the job. He deserves the job. There's rumors of Jim Harbaugh coming into town. Jim Harbaugh is not going to get that job because Antonio Pierce has won over the locker room. He has won over Raider Nation. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't give this guy the job, there's going to be a lot of pissed off fans, in my opinion, Russ. What do you think?
Well, does Harbaugh want the job?
Harbaugh
wants to come to the NFL.
Harbaugh wants to come to the NFL. Obviously, we know all this bullshit going on with the cheating scandals and his suspensions and everything else.
Michigan just offered him $125 to say he wouldn't go to the NFL till 2025.
Well, that sounds pretty good to me.
Right. Like what do you, if he just takes it off the table for a year or two, they're extending him for $125 million.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money to say no to. My thing is this. Pete Carroll, right? Pete Carroll did a beautiful thing out at USC, and he got in a shit ton of trouble, and he left that whole program in shambles. USC took a long time to recover. I think we might be seeing something similar with the Wolverines in Michigan. So, while we're talking about the Wolverines, Russell, they're playing Washington Huskies tomorrow night. Monday night national championship game. I believe the last line I checked, Washington was at -4.5 or +4.5. The OU was right around 56.5. Not sure if it moved at all. These were yesterday's lines. Who do you like in this game, Russ? And maybe a quick little breakdown of why.
The champions of the college football season, the Georgia Bulldogs. What? What happened? I'm going to tell you it right. I'm going to go with Michigan. And here's why I'm going to go with Michigan.
All right.
They don't want them to win. They don't want them to win. They've been giving Michigan the stabs all season. They haven't fallen to it. And I think just out of spite, they're going to establish that they're the dominant team in college football.
You know what? I like it. To add a little bit more to that, I'm going to go Michigan as well. And my main reason being is Blake Corum. He's going to be the MVP tomorrow night. I don't know what the odds are on that, but if I was a gambling man, I'd probably throw some change on that one. Washington gave up over 6.5 to 7 yards a carry to both of those Texas backs. Blake Corum's the best running back in the country. Michigan has some big guys that are playing the secondary. I think Washington's going to score. But I think that Michigan's going to control the clock. And at the end of the day, they're going to end up, pulling down the field goal post. And it's going to be the maize and blue. Maize and blue? That's what they say, right? Out there, go big blue. So the Wolverines, baby. That's what I like. So, Russ, Mr. Morrison, Syracuse Dave, he says, Kenneth Walker anytime touchdown, bet your kids' tuition on it. The Jets can't run against the Pats. Wow. Oh, Kenneth Walker, Seattle. All right, so listen. With that being said, you put a prop parlay pick together, Russ. Why don't you give us who you like?
Hold on, let me
bring that sucker up while you're looking. I got to be honest. I jumped on there and I was looking, and everything that I looked at, I had a hard time picking. I didn't even do a parlay prop today. If I'm going to bet anything, I'm probably going to look at some OUs. And to be honest, I'm looking at the teams that have something to gamble. I'm probably going to bet my 5 picks as my parlay today. So I'll probably lay that down very shortly.
At plus 1131, Ray, I took Jamari Gibbs -120 anytime score. Aaron Jones anytime score -105. And then I took same game parlay with Stephon Diggs and Aiken for anytime TDs at plus 244.
And what's the payout on that one? You said 1131?
Plus 1131.
Plus 1131. There you go. There you have it. Running back galore. Send them in. Maybe add a little Kenneth Walker to that, Dave, Jameer Gibbs, and all the others that Russell spoke of. Last week of the NFL, man, it's bittersweet. I'm excited for the playoffs, Russ, but I'm also a little bummed out that, you know what, it's the end of the season. Our fantasy seasons have already come to a close. And the gambling season as well, at least NFL-wise.
But, Ray, like we talked about yesterday in the text with Smitty, you got a lot to look forward to with soccer and stuff through the Red Sox. You also might be able to get some golf in there and a little bit of hockey. So your Red Sox season is on the rise.
Oh, my. You know what?
I'm sorry.
There's a reel coming. There's a reel coming for that one. Absolutely. Yeah, you know what? The Red Sox are a mess. I don't know what they're doing.
I meant to tell you earlier when you were talking about the storm.
Yes.
These storm predictions were like my wife. She expected 6 to 12, and she got 1 to 3. That's how it went.
Oh, man. God bless her soul. All right, Russ. Any parting words?
Listen, last week, enjoy it. Then you start hitting some real football for some real money. And college, Monday night. I think it's going to be a doozy either way, but it's going to be worth the watch.
I agree. Big one tomorrow night. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to Sunday night game with the Dolphins and the Finns. And hopefully the Patriots can extend their winning streak against the Jets to number 16.
Ray, have you put a bet out there on the Bill Belichick return or not? Yeah.
No, I haven't seen anything. Is there anything posted on DraftKings?
No, I'm just imagine how fast they come out and say either way.
Yeah, you know what? I really hope that they don't. I don't.
Like,
Bill,
just listening to EEI, like I really feel like Bill and Robert have coffee every morning and just chuckle at the anxiety it's causing the Northeast.
Is it? Is it?
People are in either way. Either way, people are in shambles.
Do you know what sucks? Patriots fans suck. They really do. We are the worst. We are the worst because we can't understand what we had and we expect what we lost. You know what I mean? Listen, we got to ride the wave, man. We're on top of the mountain for 20 years, and everyone wants to freaking shame this dude. You know what? Maybe take away some of his because he's not a proven. He can't pick. He's terrible in the draft. Let's just say it is what it is. He can't be the GM and the head coach. He can game plan. He can scheme. He can put everybody where they need to be on that chessboard. But when it comes time to picking the players, he has failed, and that's the one negative I'm going to say about BB.
All right, but I gotta, and you know my distaste for to build to a level. But if all is true, is the biggest pick that the people are mad at his pick, or was he made to make that pick?
Ooh, well, which ones are we speaking of? Because Nikhil, all right, but then we can follow that up with Nikhil. Kyle Duggar has been a great player, but we reached for a Division II guy from Lenore Rhymes in the second round. You know what I mean? This other kid, this other lineman, my brain's not working. What are we doing? Cole Strange, right? What are we doing in this second round? No. Like the value, that's like me drafting God, who was a great, it's like, God, I can't even think of one right now.
Answer me this. Is this a real thing? Do they suck because they don't like who they're playing for?
No.
They just suck.
They just suck. They just suck. No, they do. They suck. They suck. But you know what? As much as they've sucked, they've played very good football throughout the year. That record does not reflect the way that they played because I'll be honest, we were in a lot of football games and there was really only one piece. If people want to say, oh, they got to rebuild this, rebuild that, complete head to toe, top to bottom, get rid of everybody. I don't agree with that. I will not agree with it because I did watch football games and I did see how they competed And one thing that you could always count on Bill to do is to make sure that you're putting that player in that right position and be ready for what's coming. You know what I mean? That's one thing that we've always had with New England. We've always knew what was going to happen.
He is not strayed from that, though. He has put his whole family in the right position.
Oh, for sure. For sure he has. And as he should. As he should. I mean, they didn't fail. They didn't fail him. Do you think his family failed him?
Listen, no, not at all.
Not
but
at all.
He put his family in the right spot like any parent would, and Joe Biden's gonna freaking get rid of all of Hunter's charges. The same thing.
Oh my God. Oh, what a note to go out on. Russell, have a great Sunday, man. Tuesday night we'll be going live on The Hook. If you're not there, you should be. Have a great Sunday, everybody.
Don't forget